Hey everybody, how's it going? So today in this video, I'm gonna be working on the Rx7, just kind of more of the rear end stuff. I'm not gonna probably finish it in this video, but I do have the rear end back from Mark Williams, so I gotta button up a little bit on that and kind of put just all the brake stuff back on and the axles in it and seal it up. So I'm gonna be doing that today, and I'm also going to be finishing cutting out all the rest of the pieces for the frame, like around like the frame rails that it has back there. It's technically a unibody, so it doesn't have frame rails, but what the frame rails look like, I'm gonna be chopping them all off and then welding the seam on them hopefully today. If not, I kind of want to get further than that. I want to get the cross member at least tacked in place for the 4-link brackets that are going on the car. I also need to, I have the rear axle just right over here, but I need to, I'll just show you guys. So I was trying to make this intro not so spastic with me moving around, so I got it on the tripod. But I did put this bar through the brackets so that way there's not as much flex. But I was told by the Mark Williams guys to actually weld something from this bar to the housing here, or just anywhere to the housing, so that way it actually stabilizes it just that little bit more. I'm not really too worried about them flexing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do that. I can always add it back later, but I might do that today. I don't really have any paint, so I might just wait on that. I can always do that once it's in the car. So, but yeah, I don't know if I've showed you guys this, but this is the axle with all the brackets welded on it. Is a little hood. You already know how it is, but just chop the one side down. I got 2 of the short side axles. I still need to clean this one up. It's got some rust on it and whatnot. This one's not worn down too bad, but this one over here that I got, like right where the bearing goes on it, is like there's this deep groove on here. It's not gonna focus. There's a really deep groove right here where the bearing goes, so that's no good. Couldn't use it, so I just been slacking really. But I got the axles, just gotta clean them up. And I'm getting harassed on Instagram. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys come and take along. Let's get started. So just a rundown of what I'm actually doing to this, or what I actually had done. So I brought it to Mark Williams so I could set up all the ring and pinion stuff. I just have no idea how to do it. But anyways, this is just a stock LSD really. I put some carbon clutches in it. I did get some 323 gears for it, I believe. So that way when I drive it on the street with the Turbo 400, it won't be too bad. But it's got all new everything. It's got all new bearings, all new seals, everywhere. So should be good to go. Right now, I'm just gonna clean up those axles. Lucy's all sad. And put like all the pieces that needed to go on before the axles go in on the ends of the housings, and then try to see if I can get this thing all sealed up tonight and kind of just mocked up in the Rx7 that's hiding over there. Got these dust shields that are basically, it's like the dust shield and the caliper bracket on both sides. Just these 4 bolts, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom, just some nuts on the back side. So now I'm gonna go ahead and clean this axle up, and I can put the axles in, put the rotor on, and then put the caliper on, and then seal this bad boy up. Oh yeah. Obviously, so it looks ugly. I'm gonna brake clean those off once I have the axles in there. I'm gonna brake clean it all off, get all the dirt off. And once I get the rotors on there, or actually probably without the rotors, I'm gonna paint the housings black. I'm gonna get some new rotors anyways later on once I do get the car just kind of rolling around, so I don't really care too much about these. But yeah, I will be painting this stuff black so it doesn't look nasty compared to the rest of the axle. Got these ends all tightened down, got the axles in, got the C-clips in, got some fluid in it, just putting 2 quarts in it right now. I'll check it and add more later once it's in the car. But yeah, hopefully I don't have any issues with it sealing up. One axle did look a little shitty, but it should be all right. And so, I don't know if I explained that earlier, but it still will be the stock 31 spline axles. This is an Explorer axle, so it came out of a 2000 and it's got the disc brakes. So it still has C-clips, it still has the LSD. Technically, for how fast I want to go, I'm not supposed to have C-clips, but I'm not really too worried about breaking an axle and having the wheel come flying out. As you can see, so this is the outer end, right? The axle can't come out right now because it's held by the C-clip, but if you break the axle in half, theoretically this thing could just slide right out. But once you put the rotor on it with the caliper on it, it won't allow the axle to come out because it'll get stuck in between the two spots on the caliper. The rotor will hold it in place where the caliper is. Now, like I said, that does put a lot of stress on this bracket right here. However, I don't plan on breaking an axle way up on the top end. I mean, I highly doubt that would happen. If anything, I'll break an axle right off the launch. And if I break it right off the launch, I'll be able to tell, and hopefully it won't be enough to have the tire come out. Obviously it happens on the top end. I don't really trust that bracket to flex. I mean, it's obviously gonna flex a lot, and I don't know if it would actually keep it in on the top end, but I'm not really too worried about it now. I'm gonna go back through it in the wintertime and probably have Mark Williams, get like a Mark Williams spool for it, and possibly get some upgraded axles. But yeah, just getting this fluid in there, and then gonna seal up the housing, the diff cover, and torque this thing down. I do have the Moser cover where it has these little, I don't really know if these actually help, but it has these things right here to kind of hold the caps in place so they don't flex as much. But get this installed next. Just try to hurry up. Been wasting a lot of time today. So I did get the whole housing on and all sealed up. Got the calipers on and painted them. So I'll show you guys that right now. I don't believe there's anything else I needed to show you guys. How does this thing come off? There we go. So I got it over here out of the way. So I did get these painted so it doesn't look all nasty. Obviously I got some of the rotor. It's all right. Like I said, I'm going to be buying new pads and rotors for it anyways. It's just for now. So yeah, just gonna let it hang like this while this dries. I did put a little bit of gasket maker on both of the flanges. So yeah, got that done. Now, the next part we gotta do is bring the Rx7 over into my space so I can get working on it. And then we'll install the most important part about the car. You gotta figure out what it is. Guess what it is right now? I bet you're not gonna guess. Oh yeah, baby. All joking aside, what do you guys think of the new plates for the 8-rotor Rx7? I like them. They look almost kind of fake too, which is kind of weird. Those Iowa plates, I haven't seen them before, but anyways. Oh man, you guys got a big old smudge on you. It's a little better. But anyways guys, so this is what I'm working with back here. I don't know if I've showed you guys this before, but I did cut all this out. It still needs quite a bit trimmed on the sides, as you can see. There's still like a lip there. So basically I want to get rid of that whole lip and just be left with just the width of the frame rail. So I'll probably be cutting a little bit back further on these, and then also this way on both sides of the frame. So also need to, so I will be putting, so right there is where the front cross member is going to be, right underneath that piece. And this is the front cross member. I still have to mess with it a little bit, but you get the idea of it, I guess. Basically slides under the frame rails right there and inside of them, so that way I can put the 4-link brackets onto it. I still gotta play with that a lot. It's been forever since I even cut that out. I cut that out a long time ago, and I just haven't got around to it. But I have been catching up on manifold orders and been saving up some extra cash so I can devote 3, 4, 5 days just to the Rx7. So I don't know if I'll be working on it Monday, but I will be working on it definitely this coming week. So it's gonna be it for tonight because I'm hungry and it's like 9 o'clock right now. So I've been here for a while. So yeah, we'll resume filming in a little while. What's going on, guys? So the next day, working on the Rx7 today. I did get some mock-up wheels and tires. They're 15 by 8s. I don't know the back spacing on them, but they do have some 28 by 10.5s on them. Really, this car's gonna be made for just small tire stuff. I might be able to fit a big tire on it, but for right now, I just really wanna do small tire stuff. So I'm just gonna use these wheels for mock-up and see how they work. But before that, I need to cut out the rest of the pieces that are like still overhanging the frame rails, which I showed you guys I think a little bit earlier. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So go ahead and get started on that. I got a bunch of Sawzall blades, and Sawzall should make some real easy work of just this little sheet metal. So let's get started on it. So I did get the majority of the excess trimmed off the frame rails. Oh, they're real skinny. What are you doing? They're really skinny though. I still need to clean them up just with a flap disc. I'll clean up the rest of them. There's a couple spots like right here where I used the plasma, and these had some weird bump stops that were right there, and they went all the way into there, so I'm gonna have to plate that a little bit. But right now I'm gonna, fuck are you doing? But right now I'm gonna try to find like 2 lug nuts and try to put these wheels and tires on and roll it underneath the car and just kind of see how they fit inside the wheel wells. Just kind of see what kind of space I got to work with. So I'll do that real quick, and then I gotta fucking run somewhere later today, so I think that might be all I get to in this video. I might not get to weld the frame rails.
The fuck is this?
Where? Which part? This part? This little piece?
All of it.
Still need to grind a lot of it out. Wanna help me fucking roll this fucker over?
It's gonna look sick.
I think so too. I think so too. Even though there's like some little baby tires, but
we'll just lower the frame down, like even lower on it.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, so just take a just for a picture, just to fucking hype everybody up like it's done, but it's not even fucking close.
Dude, even so like just barely you can see the yoke like at the ground.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Like car's ready to go.
I'll just get a fucking piece of pipe and like try to somewhat angle it up so you can't see it. Yeah, so this is a lot of the shit I cut out. Still need to cut out a whole bunch more.
Weight reduction, bro.
Yeah, every little by little. Dude, I picked that fucker up the other day by myself. Once I put all the shit in it, dude, and I almost lost it. Like, cause I'm used to picking it up with nothing in it. And dude, out there put the axles on there, the calipers and the rotors. I almost lost it trying to get it on them jack stands.
Like 100 pounds.
Dude, yeah, I legit almost ate shit. I literally thought I was about to drop it. But yeah, it's got like 2 quarts of fluid in it too already, so. And fucking, goddamn pinion seal fucking hasn't leaked yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Let's check it out. Did get it somewhat mocked up in back there. Obviously, these wheels aren't gonna work. It sticks the wheel out way too far. I have like 6 inches of room from the tire to the frame rail. So this is the part where I think I might have kind of fucked up a little bit, and I probably should have originally, instead of trying to do some stupid budget fucking 8/8 of shortening only the one side, I should have just put some 9-inch ends on it and shortened the whole thing, or just shortened both sides down and got some custom length axles. I think I'm gonna have a really hard time trying to find the right wheels and back spacing that's gonna allow this to work. I'm gonna jack these up real quick. I should have looked at what the specs of these wheels were before I put them on. I don't really know what the specs of these wheels are, but based off just looking, I'm gonna try to find a wheel that has like a 7-inch back spacing at least, to try to suck it more this way, because I'm gonna be running 15 by 10s and these are 15 by 8s. and they stick out way too far. So I'm not really sure. Gonna have to kind of see, because as you can see too, I don't really want to cut these ends over here right on like the opening, but if I can't get the tire to go more that way and get sucked in more towards the frame rail, I might have to cut them. And even then, I still don't think I'm gonna be able to find wheels that will bring this part, the actual wheel itself, underneath this part of the car. So yeah, after cutting everything up, I do have a lot of room. It's just I'm a dumbass and try to do this dumb budget shortening just the one side. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna try to do some looking at some wheels and try to figure out what backspacing these are. So try and figure it all out, but didn't get as much done in this video as I wanted to. I want to try to get all the frame rails all done up and everything, but don't want to make the video too long. I don't know how long it is already. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, let's be real though, it's gonna look pretty sick with some fat tires on it. Yeah, I mean, should look all right. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I will make some more progress in the next couple days, figure out what I want to do. I may just end up shortening down the whole axle again. I'm not really positive, but I was looking at some wheels and they do sell some. I think Weld sells some that have, I think, max like a 7 or 8 inch backspacing on it, which they're like $900 a wheel, and I'm not about to do that. I'd rather just shorten it back down if it's gonna be that hard to find some wheels. So I'm gonna do some more looking, some more measuring, and try to figure it out. But hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check me out on social media. My Facebook is just Metigulous Welding Fab, and my Instagram is just Metigulous also. You guys have any questions, shoot me a message on there. On my Instagram, I'm pretty active on my Instagram. A lot more active than YouTube and whatnot. But I'll put that all down below in the description. Take it easy, guys.